Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, and if you haven't already realized, I'm outside. Now, why am I outside? The reason being is because 99% of my videos previously have been inside, natural, artificial light, as well as not in their natural environment. So I thought it'd be a great day on a day off under some really nice sunshine to show you some of the animals, whether it be the green trees or the bearded dragons. So prepare for a full outside reptile tour. All right, so to start off the tour of the green trees, this is the original green tree python that got myself back in the reptile game after about 10 years off. I used to keep reptiles as a kid when I was like from 8 to 15 and took a big chunk of time off. And then I got this guy. They got me absolutely obsessed with green trees. So this guy here is a Aussie cross green tree python. And if you follow my socials, whether it be Instagram, Facebook or whatnot, you do get to appreciate these guys filmed outside, but not often do I get to actually film a video where you guys get to see. So that's why I'm pulling these guys out, and we'll get up nice and close. You can have a real nice shot of him. Aussie mix, so pretty standard Aussie green tree python with some black fleckelding and blue throughout. So still really pretty. Does have a small tail kink, which I found out, not sure if I did it to him when I first purchased him or what, but hasn't affected him since. And puppy dog tame. I don't ever let people tell me that green trees are vicious creatures. Are some of them? Absolutely. I've got a few of those guys, which you'll see later on. But for the most part, if you've had them from a neo, which I have, like 2 months old, and you associate them over the years, they get really tame. And this isn't something that I'm pulling out and handling, but he will fully allow me to touch his face, inspect. It's not something that I tend to worry people about. So just a quick tip is that they're not as bad as people say. So really excited to show you guys. We'll take another close look at him, have a bit of a view. His awesome colors on his natural perch, and we'll get some of the other guys out. Stay tuned. All right, so for you guys that do follow me, you know that this is something I'm very excited about. As you can see here, I have a hormonal blue green tree accompanied by her male counterpart. So for you guys, like I said, who are following, you know I've put a fair few pairs together, being 2 pairs, but I've managed to be really successful, and I've got an ovulation out of this girl, so I really shouldn't be hassling them, but I couldn't resist showing you guys these outside in the sunshine. So really excited. I will be getting some neos from both of these guys. So fingers crossed it is successful, but take a look at these guys. Not something I often get to pull out, and I haven't been able to pull these guys out for a number of months due to the fact that I have been breeding them. So stunning girl, Pixel, ovulated, get some eggs going in her, accompanied by her brother, Stardust. So we'll be getting a mixed clutch out of these guys, red and yellow neos. So for you guys that are waiting, keep an eye out. There's a potential I'll let a few of these guys go, but I'll most likely be holding on to all of them. But once again, puppy dog tame. We'll get a nice close-up shot of these guys, and if the video doesn't turn out too good, I'll just have my voice overlay and I'll put some nice shots of these guys in. I will be doing some full breeding videos, so bear in mind, keep a watch out. If you are wanting like a full extensive procedure of what I did, temperatures, everything like that, feeding schedule, I'll be putting some more informative videos up in the future. So keep an eye out, and we'll get some cool neos from these guys. Alrighty, so I'm not going to pull out the other pair that I have going because I'm still waiting, fingers crossed, for an ovulation on those two, and I don't want to hassle them. So unfortunately, this time you'll be missing out on 2 green trees, but we'll be making sure to capture them in the next video. What we have here are 2 of my subadult. They're around 2 years old, male green tree pythons. Now, it is the luck of the draw with these guys, if you don't know, is that you really can't sex them up until around year and a half, or that they're either at a particular weight or they have shed and given you telltale signs as to their gender. So these guys have both shed out as male. Unfortunately, I was expecting at least one of them to be a girl, and there's a slight chance that this one will be here, but we will still show you how absolutely stunning these guys are outside. They are mixed localities. I don't have anything pure apart from my Aussie pure female, which is currently breeding. So you can see I have a Byak cross Jayapura, that's the lineage background. And then this one is more of a Aru Sarong mix. So like I said, nothing's pure, nothing really shows their straight characteristics, but they are still really cool. So we'll get some close-ups of these guys. You can take a look at that one. Absolutely stunning. Bit of a sook. And then you've got this one right here, showing some really cool patterns and colors. Will be most likely something I throw into the blue line. Both yellow neonates. The only one that has been red so far was Stardust, which was the male that I paired to Pixel. So hopefully get a few more reds out of that pairing, which I will be holding back for future breeding projects. But we've got some crazy cool yellows, and even though they're green, they're still bloody cool. So hope you guys enjoy these ones, and we'll pull out some of the more interesting ones. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so the next two here are probably some of my more interesting type locality green tree pythons or chondros. So if you take a close look, you'll definitely notice that they are not the run-of-the-mill green trees. So they are more of a higher percentage Byak outcross locality mixed in with some other designer line animals. Now, like I said, nothing is necessarily pure, but in terms of purer stuff, this is some of the better stuff you'll see here in Oz. Now, I don't want to hassle this girl too much because she is currently going into shed or deep in shed, but hopefully this gives you a nice understanding of what a bit of a different locality animal looks, produced by one of my good friends. I will put links and stuff in the description below. As you can see, I can never get a good video or photo of this one because she is always so active. So the second I get her out, she goes nuts. But the blues, the greens, the yellows, absolutely stunning on her. Now, if we go over to this one right here, this one's a little bit more special. Reason being is because it's still yellow. Now, you do get a few different varieties of green trees, some color morphs and stuff like that, which do basically show off as a mustard, which this one does right here. Now, this one here, they're once again similar ages to the boys before. I'm almost certain this one's a boy and this one's a girl too. But this one here, as you can see, is a yellow. So it's gone from yellow to mustard, or yellow to yellow, which is really exciting. So definitely something I have some big plans for this boy or girl, depending on what it turns out to be. Nothing's confirmed yet, of breeding in the future. So definitely very excited to get these guys cranking. So keep an eye out for some of these guys in the coming years, because I know they will be absolutely stunning. And once again, puppy dog tame. You guys don't have to worry about this. The next one I'll be taking out is the one that's a little bit nippy. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. Please leave some comments and feedback. I really do appreciate hearing everyone's feedback and comments in the comment section below. I've had some really great stuff so far, and I'm trying to do stuff for you guys. I get to enjoy these guys at home all the time. These videos are for you. So let me know what you guys want to see and I will do them. So it's something that I've always wanted to kind of show off and a little bit of a better idea. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Let me know and we'll get the next guy out. All right, so this guy right here is the one that I am definitely the most wary of. He is the nippiest and most bitey snake I have in the collection, and every single movement I'm second guessing. So if I get bit in this video, know it's for you guys. It is not nice, but he is, look at that, Mr. Yawn. He is definitely a very angry snake. Once again, he is a mustard. And if you take a look at that, absolutely stunning animal. Now, if you've got a keen eye, you'll have known he's got a pretty big neck kink. I purchased this animal with hopes of producing some more like him, because there's not a lot of mustards out here in Australia. Definitely not a lot breeding. So I purchased him in the hopes of getting a really cool animal. Didn't know he was a mustard. I bought him as a red neo. but there was a good chance that he was going to turn out mustard, being the purchase from the breeder that he did. Now, did have that neck kink, was a really good eater right off the bat, but he's a slow grower. So he actually is the same size and age as the first few that I pulled out, the real big ones, although he looks like a 2-year-old chondro. He's actually 4.5 years old. So you can take a look at him. His name's Sauron, and he is a grumpy little snake. He'll be put through some of my females next year, so excited to see what he can do. He'll be put over some of those nice girls, and hopefully we'll be able to produce some more of these quality snakes. So that's basically the rundown of all the green trees here that I have at JL Exotics. Now, I'll take out some of the dragons, not all of them, but some of the showstoppers, and we'll show you guys some of the nice bearded dragons that I've got here in the collection. All right, so now we're moving on to the bearded dragons. Now, I get a lot of people that really don't believe that my photos and videos are factual, and they constantly saying that I'm editing photos. So hopefully this will put some of that debate to rest. And as you can tell, these guys are absolutely stunning. So this is one of my female red phase Diablo dragons, which I will be producing this year. And as you can see, she is an absolute cracker. Super, super dark, almost black, wine red. And I'm really, really excited and proud to be able to say that I've probably a few people in Queensland that has similar qualities to this. So it's something I'm very excited that and privileged that I'll be able to produce more of these quality animals and be able to share the love, because these guys in person are next level. And I wish I could show everyone these guys of how cool and interesting they are. And once again, puppy dog tame. Sorry if she's messing up the mic, but it's really, really cool. I'll pull out a few of the other guys to show you these fellas and give you a better idea of what will be coming in 2025 season of the bearded dragons. Look at that. Okay, so here's another one of the female bearded dragons that I'll be producing this season here at JL Exotics for the 2025. Now, as you can see, she is absolutely stunning, just like her sister, which I just showed you previously. Now, the genetics behind the previous one, what I just showed you, she was a translucent het hypo, whereas this girl is a translucent hypo. So you can see the lack of black pigment. She is considerably brighter, and you can definitely tell she is a stunning dragon. Now, for you guys that don't know, in shed. So I wish she looked like this. She does not all the time. She is normally a fully red bearded dragon. I wish she had the white glove like she can see here, but she doesn't. So, as I said, I will be producing these guys. I'll get a few more of these guys out into some other keepers' hands, potentially some breeders. We'll do some swapsies, not only with the green trees, but these guys as well. And hopefully over the next coming years, these guys will be considerably cheaper, but within reason, as well as a lot more keepers will be able to have their hands on them. And as you can see with the sun, they're hard to beat. So really, really excited to be able to produce some of these animals for other keepers here within Australia. Now, if you are after animals like this, Instagram, Facebook are the best ways to contact me. So I recommend following both. Shoot me a DM, ask me anything. But if you are watching this video, any waitlist animals, I'll be taking waitlist in September when I get eggs, and then we'll go through the process of putting your name down on the list. Once the eggs hatch, we'll get a deposit done for them, and you can, you know what pick you're going to be. And then once obviously they're at age, you can come collect your stunning bearded dragon. So whether that be for your dragons or your green trees, there'll be a process, and I'll make sure everyone understands that before they get into it. So we'll take out the last few dragons and we'll show you what we're working with. All right, so the last few bearded dragons I'll show, I'm not going to go through all of the dragons in the collection just because there's a fair few. And if you are wanting to see the full collection, check out my Instagram or Facebook, where I've got an abundance of photos and videos of these guys out so you can see what I'm working with. But the last few were the reds, But not many people realize that I've got some really good quality citrus stuff too. So if you take a look at these guys, this is a male and female pair, which I will be producing next season. So sorry for those guys who are chasing these. I've had an abundance of people after citrus. I really didn't expect the amount of people who were chasing these guys, more so than the reds. So I'm really sorry that I won't be producing these guys. They're just not at a breedable size yet, but next year I will be producing this. Like I said, this is a male and a female. He is a translucent hypo and she is a het trans hypo bearded dragon, which you will be able to see some stunning animals from. Hopefully we'll get some really cool hatchies out of them once these guys pack on some weight. Here in Australia, Brisbane, which is where I'm located, we have just basically come out of winter or starting to warm up over the winter months. So these guys have been a little bit inactive over the last few months just because of how cool it's been, but they are packing on some really great size now that it's starting to warm up, and we'll get these guys pumping for early next season. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's a little bit of something different, a little bit interesting on my behalf, is because it's not something I often do, but I am trying to make these videos, like I said, really fun and exciting for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed checking out the green trees and the dragons, and stay tuned. I will have some big things coming. Incubators turned on, green trees have ovulated. I'll be having some eggs soon, and these guys will be following shortly after. So let me know what you guys think, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks guys.